So today we'll be redesigning Princess Celestia from My Little Pony. It seems that you guys seem to really like my Little Pony redesigns, and I love doing them as well. So we'll be focusing on the princesses in the next few videos, and since they are quite time consuming and complex compared to the other redesigns I've made in the past, I'll just be doing one princess at a time. I did already redesign Princess Twilight a few videos ago, but let me know if you want me to redesign that redesign. But without any further ado, let's get on with the video. So Princess Celestia was the first alicorn princess that we were formally introduced to in season 1. We did know that Princess Luna existed, albeit she was imprisoned in the moon. But it's not just Princess Luna being imprisoned in the moon by her own sister, the only tragic story that Princess Celestia had gone through. Throughout the series, we were told that Princess Luna and Princess Celestia have gone through thick and thin to save Equestria from falling into the wrong hands, from apocalypses, from being taken over by a dictator, all those kinds of things. And even throughout the series as it was going, Princess Celestia especially has gone through a lot of traumatic events. And from the events that Celestia has described in her past, we know that she is quite old for a pony. We have hints that she's been around for at least 1,000 years, but knowing her, she's probably been around for more than that. But what I'm really trying to get at is that throughout the times that she's been Equestria's princess, she's gone through a lot, and I wanted to show that on her face especially. This is going to sound a bit dark and sad, but Princess Celestia has lived through a traumatic life, and for someone to experience one tragedy after another under immense pressure to keep your people and your kingdom safe, it's understandable why she wouldn't be the smiling type of person. So again, it may be a small detail, but it's a detail that I wanted to include in this redesign. And just while we're on the topic of Celestia's behavior and mannerisms, I do see that there were a lot of people that were disappointed to find that Celestia was a cheerful and a bit of a goofy person. Especially that one moment where she and Luna had a day out together, and we find out that she was into a lot of exhilarating activities. And that's a really nice change personally for me to be able to see, because normally in the eyes of the other ponies, Celestia is this regal and mature pony that is basically very cool under pressure. But to be able to see Celestia having fun is actually quite nice for me. But for some people, apparently they didn't really like that side of her too much because it ruined the image that they had on Celestia. Anyways, back onto the design. Celestia's hair is quite, I would say, sky-like or cloudy, very mist-like, and it's flowy. I really do like that, but for Celestia, especially as the princess that makes the sun rise, I thought that the sun rising could be a much more prominent inspiration to her design. And for that, I wanted her hair to resemble sort of the rays of the sun, which is why they are flowing backwards instead of kind of flowing down to her body, if that makes sense. I wanted her hair to resemble the flames of the sun. So that's why I wanted to move it to kind of like the back of her head instead of downwards. I get that when Luna had to be imprisoned in the moon, Celestia essentially has done every job that both of them would have done together. So I get why she is kind of designed as if she's the sky, the one where the moon and sun are in or on. But to me, she's still the princess of the sun, and I wanted the sun to be the inspiration for her. So aside from her initial design, of course, with the hair, I kept her unicorn horn and kept her crown as well. But I changed her wings up so it doesn't look like a typical pony wing or Pegasus wing. Compared to the other ponies, I want princesses to stand out, especially Luna and Celestia, as they are, I guess, the original princesses of the series. I almost use nymphs and fairies as an inspiration for Celestia, which is why you could see that her wings are kind of like pixie fairy wings instead of feathered wings. I thought that would be a much more interesting wing design to have instead of the typical Pegasus feathered wings that you would normally see. And in terms of Celestia's color palette, I completely changed it from the original design because I wanted it to resemble sunrise a bit more. So I found a color palette in Pinterest that kind of resembled what I was looking for. And what I wanted to do with the colors is show how much she's used her magic over time. We know that she's lived for thousands of years, so I wanted to show how that had a physical effect on her horn, which is why the tip of her horn is a little bit darker from overusing her magic. And I kind of did the same thing for her hooves as well, even though they're not magical, I guess. I wanted to give her that burnt effect. I've also changed her cutie mark to make it look a bit more runic and ancient to show how long she has been around compared to other ponies who have more modern cutie marks. And from the picture, you do see that she's wearing some sort of, I don't know what it is, but it's something around her neck. And I wanted to change that into armor to show how much she's so used to fighting for her kingdom, to the point where she just wears armor constantly as a habit for always being there to fight for her kingdom. So I hope you all enjoyed that video, and I really do enjoy redesigning the princesses because I have an excuse to make them look a bit more majestic compared to the average ponies. During the time I was drawing this, I did have a thought, what would happen if I redesign the main 6 once again, but this time designing them to be princesses of their respective element. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. But as I said at the very beginning of this video, I am planning on redesigning the princesses and I guess the royals of Equestria as well. So upcoming, maybe Luna and maybe Cadence as well. But again, let me know if you guys want me to redesign Twilight as well. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe and let me know what you'd like me to do next. But this is bye for now. Bye.